Do you often wonder that even after putting so much effort in your product management career, you do not move up the corporate ladder or do not get recognized for some reason? Well, I'm here to help you understand one of the main reasons behind that. So stay tuned. I'm going to ask you 3 questions now. So sit back and think about them right now. What is your company's vision and mission statement? When was that vision set and how has that evolved over years? Third, what are the current OKRs? For those who do not know, OKRs stand for Objective and Key Results. If you know the answer to all of the questions very well, I would highly recommend you to go back and think and research about these. But wait, why are these important? As a product manager, you are most likely working on just one product out of multiple products that the company built, or in some cases it could just be one product as well if at all the company is new. It's very important for a product manager to think beyond what their product is, beyond their own product line, and see where do you fit inside the whole big puzzle of your company. So when you're asking yourself all these questions, you should know what exactly is happening outside as well. Now you as a product manager for the product that you're working in, you have to think about why is this product getting built? What's the benefit that the company is getting out of it? How are the users of this product different from the users of the other products which the company is also selling? You have to think about it from a broader perspective and not just stay within your product lane. Yes, of course, you know about who the users for your product are, what are the problems they are facing, what are the solutions or features that you provided them in the recent past. But just pause and think, why did the CEO of the company want to invest in a product like this and not something else? Does your product even align with the company's mission statement, company's vision statement? Does the feature that you are building, does it align to any of the objective and any of the key results which are set for the objective? So these are very important questions which you as a product manager should definitely ask so that you understand even beyond your own product scope. Right, so let's try to understand that with an example. Google, my favorite product. So their vision statement is to provide an important service to the world, instantly delivering relevant information virtually on any topic that an end user wants to. And their mission statement is organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So that is what the vision and mission statement for Google are. That's very broad, right? That's very broad. Now let's go a layer deeper. For one of the products, say Google Drive. Suppose it's a new product altogether. You are the PM for that product. You've been told that we want to, build a world-class storage service. Now you being a PM, you would go ahead, you would, research about it. You would try to understand who are the types of users who are in the need of the storage services out there. Who are the competitors? What does the competitive landscape look like? What features do they have? What's the look and feel? What is the user experience for the existing products? What are they lacking? How are people using them? So you would ideally as a PM ask all these questions when you are tasked with something, right? From your senior leadership, this is the type of research that you would ideally do. Now suppose when you've done your research and the solution that you have is that you want to build a standalone storage service which is standalone. Now when you're doing this research, suppose you come up with a product that's independent of user's Gmail ID, which means like it's a standalone product that you want to build, which asks user to sign up and they should have new credentials. It syncs data on a nightly basis and all of that from their phone and stuff like that. So suppose that is what is the output of your research that you've done as a PM. Now do you think that is something that would get approved by management, or do you think that you would get a go ahead to build this product? Answer to this is a big no. Why? Because you need to think about it from a larger picture. How does this particular product fit in the entire ecosystem of Google? Does it align with the Google's vision and mission statement that we just discussed a few minutes back? Why would Google like to maintain new set of user credentials when it's already having the Gmail IDs or Gmail credentials for the users? In fact, okay, let's not think it from business. In fact, why would the end user feel inclusive? Like for them, Google is one company. Why would they want to have a different user experience on this product and a different user experience on all the other products that Google provides? Now you said that you want to build a product which syncs data on a nightly basis and it's always going to be there. But Google's vision is to deliver the data instant. Does that align with what you are saying or what you are recommending implementing. So like this, there could be n number of questions which can crop up in someone's mind who's actually reviewing your product strategy. Have you thought through that how does this product fits in the bigger ecosystem of the Google? Because as an end user, they are interacting with a company called Google. They don't care like if there are 20 products within it, right? For them, what all matters is they are having a unified user experience. And with the recommendation that you've made, do you think you are able to provide that user experience? Do you think you're doing justice to the user and to the business? Now let's go further. Management didn't agree to this and you got to change your product strategy. So now you are building a Google Drive which uses the credentials from the user's Gmail account and it syncs the data in the real time. So you feel good about it, that you have some direction, you know what to do. So this is how you need to think about whenever you are building out your product strategy or any feature. You have to think whether this aligns with the company's vision and the mission statement or not. If the answer is a no, then you should probably rethink about the product strategy. Now you go off based on this product strategy, you go off and build the roadmap. Like there's a timeline view of what needs building, etc., etc. Now you've got to decide which features do I build first, which feature do I build later. Now here comes something called as OKRs, which means objective and key results. So it is, and for those who are hearing it for the first time, OKR is an effective goal setting and leadership tool for communicating what you want to accomplish and what milestones you need to meet in order to accomplish that. So most of the companies, they define OKRs on a quarterly basis. Like every quarter they relook at the OKRs that was set and what the progress has been, and then they define it for the next quarter again. So in our example, say leadership says that for Q1 goal is launch a successful MVP with 10 beta testers. So you as a PM, you got to think, for you to launch MVP, what you want to build first, at what stage do you want the beta testing to happen, what can you build later, what can be tested, what gets tested when, etc., etc. Keeping OKRs as a North Star, you got to make decisions about the product roadmap, right? So since the goal is MVP, since the OKR is MVP and you got to get it beta tested as well, so now when you're writing the roadmap, you know that which features do I want to build, which will help me, which features comprise of MVP and how am I going to get them beta tested. So OKR is going to be a helpful tool for you when you are building out a product roadmap. Now the roadmap is created, you start making user stories, you get into the execution, you work with the engineers on a day-to-day basis. So there are going to be plenty of decisions that you'll have to make on a day-to-day basis, on the features, on the bugs, on the user feedback. Now every single time, for every decision that you're making, you've got to OKRs at the center of it, and that's how you're going to find it easier to make decisions. That's how you're going to find it easier to focus and move on and show that progress every quarter based on the OKRs that have been set by the leadership team. So as an example, you are building out a product and some stakeholder comes in the middle and says, this feature is being asked by the client, like that one particular client. This is something that we need to build. So can you build it for us? So now at this point, you're going to refer back to OKRs. All right, does this feature belong to a MVP? Like, is it required to be built in MVP or can it be built later as well? We know what MVP is, minimum viable product. Not every feature in the world should be part of the minimum viable product. That's like a separate topic altogether. I'll do it later maybe. But whenever you're making decisions like these, when a stakeholder is asking you a question, this is just one example. There could be several examples. You've got to think, is the feature that they're asking, can that be part of MVP or not? If the answer is no, you've got to say no. And the reasoning behind is the OKRs and the goals that you've got to meet. Now every quarter, the OKRs are going to change and you've got to make sure that you're always on top of it. You understand what the OKRs are, whatever features you're building in that quarter, they align to those OKRs. Now if you actually think about it, OKRs are actually product managers' friend. You've got to use them most effectively. Now you will start work on something that matters to the company, that matters to the business altogether, and that results in the company's growth. That is what we all want, right? And if the company grows, that's how your career will grow as well. So if you look at it from a bigger picture, everybody over here wins. So you've got to really think about, as a PM, really think about organization as a whole, how you fit into it. What are the OKRs? What are the vision? What's the mission? What is it that the leadership is wanting to do? And once you have that clarity, you will feel much more accomplished than you were before. So that brings me to the end of this video. Hope you've got some clarity on what's important, what are the areas that you should focus on, and more importantly, areas that you should not focus on, the reason behind it. So if there's anything that's unclear in this video, or if you think that this is something your company doesn't follow, feel free to let me know via comments. And if there's nothing else, see you all next week. Bye bye.